As the protests escalated, footage showed Russian police escaping the crowd. There have been claims that President Vladimir Putin sent elite units to the region following last year's violent uprising, and a video has gone viral showing Russian police escaping rioters during large-scale rallies in the Republic of Bashkortostan, shared on X, previously Twitter, and Telegram. The video depicts demonstrators in the south-central area of Russia hurling stones and yelling at police vehicles trying to flee. Newsweek reached out to Russia's foreign ministry via email for comment, as they were unable to independently confirm the video's veracity. In the town of Baimak, thousands of protesters battled with police on Wednesday following the conviction of 37-year-old indigenous rights activist Fail Alsanov for inciting racial hate. Alsanov is a member of the local Bashkir ethnic community. Last year, Alsanov was incarcerated for comments he made at a demonstration against illicit gold mining in the Bashkir language. Despite investigators' claims that he used a racial slur, he supposedly meant common people. The demonstrators claim that Alsanov is the target of hatred because of his success in protecting the Bashkir language and culture. Multiple individuals have been apprehended. Local media said that riot police deployed tear gas, batons, and stun grenades against the protesters. Rumor has emerged that Putin has sent special forces of the Russian Federal Drug Control Service, a branch of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, known as GROM, to the area, according to the 2021 Russian investigative website Agentstvo. Putin reportedly shifted command of the Special Forces units to the Russian National Guard following last summer's failed armed revolt led by Yevgeny Prigozhin, the late chief of the Wagner Group. According to Agentstvo, the unit's leader, Ramil Gariv, was seen in a video of the Bashkortostan protest on Wednesday. The article further stated that GROM is regarded as one of Russia's top special forces teams. The Institute for the Study of War, a think tank based in the U.S., stated in July 2023 that the inclusion of the GROM unit in the reorganization of Russian internal security organs suggests the Kremlin has not yet determined that the risks of future armed rebellions have been adequately eliminated, in reference to the Wagner Group's rebellion on June 23, 24. First-ever drone attack on Putin's home region in Ukraine. Russia announced on Thursday that a drone had attacked Leningrad, the home region of Russian President Vladimir Putin, marking the first incident of its kind since the outbreak of full-scale war in Ukraine. Earlier today, the Russian Defense Ministry made an announcement regarding the shooting down of a drone over the Leningrad region. St. Petersburg was renamed from Leningrad in 1991, the city Putin was born in. But the oblast that surrounds the city is still called by the name it had when it was a Soviet republic. One unmanned aerial vehicle was destroyed over the territory of the Moscow region and one was intercepted over the territory of the Leningrad region, the Russian military ministry announced on its Telegram channel. He further stated that investigations are continuing. Vladimir Rogov, an official in charge of Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia region who was established by the Kremlin, provided additional information, stating that an effort by Kyiv soldiers to attack an oil port on the Baltic Sea overnight was unsuccessful. The port infrastructure was not damaged and no one was injured, Rogov stated on his Telegram channel, adding that Leningrad was the 19th Russian territory that Ukraine had targeted in the war so far. Crimea, a peninsula in the Black Sea that Putin unlawfully seized from Ukraine in 2014, was on his list. In February of 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine on a massive scale. Several drone strikes have targeted Russian ammunition depots and warehouses during the fighting. Kyiv has made no formal statement regarding the most recent occurrence, and it is not uncommon for Ukraine to deny involvement for assaults within Russia. In November, government officials in at least 4 locations, including Moscow, reported shooting down 24 drones, indicating a massive drone strike on Russia. For the first time in the conflict, Moscow was the target of a large-scale drone strike on May 30, 2023. A Putin house and the mansions of notable cronies of Russia's president were among the targets. Putin expressed his fear that the drone assaults could be an attempt by Ukraine to provoke a reaction from Russia, according to Russia's state television and radio broadcasting company, VGTRK, at the time. That attack was not claimed by Ukraine. What they are doing is trying to get us to do the same thing. According to the Russian leader, They will determine the best course of action. Have you any suggestions for international news stories that Newsweek could run? Want to know more about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine?